Hey guys, it's Jade here today, and wow, it's been a long time since I've said that. Now before I get into this video and into this intro, I feel like I need to explain why I haven't been here for a while. And I know most of you on this video really just kind of want to see me talking about Apple Watch for students, but just bear with me for like 1 minute. I am so sorry guys that I've not been on this channel for the past couple months. I know that's unacceptable, and I know there are 12,000 of you guys that want to watch a video of mine every single week, and I'm so sorry, and please forgive me, okay? This school year, I'm not trying to make excuses, but this school year's been really stressful for me. A lot of stuff has happened to me personally that has kind of just taken my attention away from this, and I needed to put it on that. And another one of the main reasons is that when I first started this channel, it was just me and a camera, and I felt like I had so much creative freedom. You know, I could just talk about whatever I wanted, be whoever I wanted to be, and nobody was watching. You know, nobody that could potentially judge me was watching. And then as my channel grew, I mean, this was inevitable. People from my school kind of, or not everybody, but some people from my school do know that I have a channel, and none of them are saying anything mean about my channel or judging me for having a channel, or at least I don't really know. But it's just the thought of, is my microphone plugged in? Okay, it is, great. It's just the thought that like people are watching me, like it's not just me and a camera anymore, just really kind of stressed me out and like kind of freaked me out, and it made me just not want to make videos anymore and not want to put anything out there. But I realized that like that's not okay. Like this is something I love to do, and I shouldn't care what other people think. I literally talk about it all the time on this channel, like be who you want to be, have a channel, like don't care if anybody else judges you, and then right when like somebody judges me, I just completely quit, and that's not fair to you guys. So I'm back and I'm really excited, but if you are from my school and you're watching this video, just one-on-one, it would help me out a lot if you just would not come up and talk to me about this. Like, don't tell me like, oh, I like your channel, or oh, hey, I saw your channel. Like, don't, just don't. And it's not like you're doing anything wrong, but if you just don't talk to me about it and don't go and share this with a bajillion other people, that would be a really respectful thing to do for me, because it's a lot easier for me to just think that it's me and a camera talking to my subscribers rather than it is me and a camera and my entire grade watching me embarrass myself on the internet, you know? So if you could, that would be great. That was kind of just my little intro in there, kind of explaining that, because I just felt like I owed an explanation. I didn't want to make a whole video because I hate those people that make sappy excuse videos like, I'm sorry, period, is like the cover thing, and then they're just like looking off into the distance like this, all depressed, like clickbait. Yeah, no. Anyways, this video is how an Apple Watch can be useful for a student. I see a lot of videos out there making reviews of Apple Watches or pros and cons of Apple Watches, but they're all like old tech review men people. You know what? Let's start something fresh. I'm a 15-year-old girl who likes technology, and that's perfectly okay. So today I'm gonna be making a video for how an Apple Watch can be useful and is great and is awesome for students. It's pretty much an Apple Watch review, but from the mindset of a student. I know that a lot of students or people my age want Apple Watches, think they're cool, you know? Like maybe this is something you might want. So with that being said, I just thought it would be a really fun video and a little bit different to see someone my age and my stature reviewing an Apple Watch for you guys. If you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe down below, as well as click that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you like Apple Watches or might want one, or like Apple just in general like I do. I am a huge Apple fan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and now that I have bored you for 3 minutes, let's get on to the video. So this is my Apple Watch. This is the Apple Watch Series 1 38mm aluminum casing and a white band. I did not buy my Apple Watch brand new. As I know you guys saw in the intro clip, it looked like I was unboxing it. I mean, technically I did unbox it because it did come in a box and whatever. But I bought this on eBay. Long story short, I think that Apple Watches, in my personal opinion, are very expensive up front. So if you're looking for one, especially if you're a student and gonna be paying for it with your own money, look on eBay, get a used one. You don't need the Series 3, you don't need like a brand new one or whatever. This is a Series 1, I just bought it on eBay, I love it, and it works perfectly fine for me. So to get this video started, I'm gonna give you a couple quick facts about Apple Watches that I think are important to know as a student. So available right now, there are 3 Apple Watches, a Series 1, a Series 2, and a Series 3. But before all 3 of these, as some people are mistaken, there was the original Apple Watch. So that's technically, I guess, the Apple Watch 1. After the Apple Watch, a lot of people were complaining about its slow speeds and how it was great, it was cool, but just the apps took forever to load, and it was kind of big and clunky. Then, a little while later, maybe a year, 2 years later, they came out with the Series 1 and the Series 2, which everyone thinks that when I say the Series 1, that means the original Apple Watch. Incorrect. Series 1 and 2 came out at the same time. These two have a dual-core processor, meaning they are a lot faster than the original Apple Watch ever was. They do the same things. Series 1 and Series 2 have the same speed, same everything, but Series 2 has a built-in GPS, as well as it is completely waterproof. This is water resistant, so you can wash your hands with it, go in the rain in it. If you accidentally get in the bath with it, it's fine, you know. But the Series, sorry, Siri just turned on. But the Series 2 has a fully submergible capabilities to where you could go swimming with it and then take it out and it'll squirt water out of the speakers. It's really cool. I got the Series 1 personally because I didn't really feel like I would be needing GPS or the complete submergible water resistance, because for me, I don't really use those things enough for the hefty price tag of the Series 2. Now, as a lot of you guys know, they just released the Series 3 along with the iPhone 8 and the iPhone X, which are really cool, guys. I really want to get my hands on one of those iPhone X's. But that one has the same processor as the Series 1 and 2 and the same body as the Series 1 and 2 with the same bands, same sizes. You can have the 38mm or the 42. I would recommend if you're a girl or a boy with small wrists, I would get the 38mm, and if you're a boy or a bigger wrists, go ahead and get the 42. I have 38 just because I have really tiny wrists. It's actually an issue. Where was I? Oh yes, the Series 3. So the difference between the Series 3 between the 1s and the 2s is Series 3 can have a built-in LTE if you would like it to be. You can add it to your plan for, I think it's $10 more a month, you know, depending on your carrier, which means it can be completely independent from your phone. A lot of things that people kind of forget to mention is that Apple Watches have to be paired with your phone at all times to work. I mean, you can still look at the time and do other things, but if you're too far away from your phone, it doesn't have to be right next to it or whatever to keep it to work, but it needs to be somewhere in the general vicinity of where you are for the Apple Watch to be able to get all of your notifications. But the Apple Watch Series 3 with the built-in LTE can get those notifications and send text messages without your phone having to be anywhere around. So you could go on a run and leave your phone at home, which I think is a great feature, but again, not worth the hefty price tag, at least for my personal usage. Okay, so now I'm gonna get on to how I use my Apple Watch on an everyday basis. So, for the Apple Watch, I'm going to try to show you guys if it'll focus. You can change so many different things. I love how customizable the Apple Watch is. So with my particular face, I think this is called this face. I think this is called the modular face, if I'm being correct, and you can fully customize everything that you see on your watch face in the actual Apple Watch app that you can download on your phone. On the app, you can change all of the settings, the brightness, the sound, whatever. You can customize your own watch faces, and they have a bunch of presets as well. And you also have the Apple Watch Store, where there's a surprising number of apps for the Apple Watch. For it being a fairly new device, I wouldn't think there would be that many apps, but there is. On my particular watch face, I keep the date, the time, my weather, temperature and weather conditions, as well as text messages, the activity tracker, and mail. Because I feel like those are the things I would like to just be really easy to use. So on a daily basis, my main reason that I love this is I love getting the notifications. I could have my phone in my backpack or whatever, and we could be in class, which I know, don't text in class. I mean, we all do it, so just, it's fine. But being able to just kind of get a little tap tap on your wrists whenever you get a text message or a new notification, and you can just view it just by lifting up your wrist really quickly and easily, is really, really, really awesome. And if it's an urgent text message and your phone isn't around, you can respond to it. There are 3 different ways that you can respond to a text message on the Apple Watch. Obviously, there's not a keyboard, so you can't just full out type a response. I mean, that would kind of be ridiculous on a 1.5 centimeter screen. But there are 3 ways you can do that. Number 1, they have pre-recorded responses. So they have thank you, yep, sure, of course, no, no way, awesome, whatever. Like pre-recorded responses are just everyday things that, okay, you know, that you can just go ahead and click and it'll immediately send it. You can, second option, you can do the scribble, which is what I use a lot of the times. I find it pretty easy to use. It's just like, you click scribble, it'll open up a little box and you just kind of like write out whatever you want to do. So you could be like SCIBBLE, like scribble. And you can send that text message that way. And the third way, and the way people talk about the most, is just using the talking to speech, talking to text, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry, my lighting is getting really bad in this video and I have like awful shadows underneath my eyes right now, but it's fine. You know what? It's fine. And that way, it works flawlessly, honestly. I know a lot of times people have trouble getting Siri to hear you and understand you, and you'd think it would be worse on the watch, but at least for me, Siri has never misunderstood me on this watch. Other capabilities you can do, you can also call, but I don't usually call through my Apple Watch, especially if you have your phone with you like you have to get these to work. But that is also an option. So like I said, the big thing for students for me is I love being able to get those notifications when I'm in the hustle and bustle of a school day or after school activities and be perfectly okay. The second reason I love the Apple Watch as a student is the activity tracker. The activity tracker is amazing. It allows you to set goals so that you get the amount of activity that you want to get in a day. You can set move goals where you can burn a set amount of calories. You can have exercise goals, which I think is 30 minutes for everybody, at least getting 30 minutes of exercise a day, as well as standing goals. Because, you know, a lot of people think, oh, run, that's exercise. You need to be standing up. You know, sitting in a desk all day is not really good for you, so it is important to find out what you can be doing, you know? And I know a lot of people who are in school and full-time students, at least for me, I am an athlete and I play sports, and it's kind of interesting for me to know how many steps I did or how many calories I burned so that I can set daily goals. It also has the exercise icon that for me when I'm in the off season and I need to be, you know, keeping up, it has some pre-made workouts and it can tell you what to do, or you can set a number of calories you want to burn and it'll tell you how long to run to burn those calories. Another great part of I kind of lump it in with all the activities things, is heart rate. I think that's really interesting. And one thing that has really stood out to me with the Apple Watch in comparison to other fitness trackers is, number one, it's not just a fitness tracker. You know, you can do so much more on the Apple Watch than you can on a Fitbit or something else like a Fitbit. But also the accuracy. On the back of the Apple Watch, there is this little glass black disc thing. That's a heart rate monitor. That counts your steps. I'm really surprised by the accuracy of this. I know it can't be perfect and it's probably a couple steps off from how many steps I've actually taken a day, but unlike a normal like step tracker thing, you can't just shake it and make it give you steps, you know? It only gives you steps if you do it. I don't really know if I'm making sense in this video, but I'm sharing from the heart here. Number 3, I love the Apple Watch because in my reminders section, you have to make the reminders on your phone, but then they can appear and you can check them off on your Apple Watch. Now, something that is kind of a little tip and trick that I have done with my Apple Watch is oh my gosh, my phone's stuck to my sweater. Okay, on my phone, I made a reminders, and you know, you can set times for when it will ding you for the reminders, and I just put in each of my classes and I put a little ding on like the end date of my thing, or like end time of my classes. So number 1, you can be reminded if you haven't got your schedule memorized, like what classes you have on which days. But number 2, at least for me, I'm always asking people like, hey, when does this period get out? Or like, how many minutes do we have left? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm always staring at the clock. But it's really convenient, especially if you make reminders one of the modules on your watch face, to be able to just look at your wrist and it'll tell you when your class is up. And for me, I set it, my reminder, to remind me of that reminder 5 minutes before it's due, per se. So like 5 minutes till the end of class, it'll give me a ding. So then I can be like, oh cool, like 5 minutes till class is out. Yeah, and I know that doesn't really sound like a big thing, but it is pretty cool. You know, it's pretty useful. Trust me, you know, you understand me, you want it to. Number 4, I think this just applies to anybody who has an Apple Watch, but obviously I like to have the weather. I wake up in the morning, I put my Apple Watch on, and as I'm getting ready for school or whatever, I don't have to fiddle through this and go to the weather channel and whatever and figure out what temperature it is. I can look up, it'll tell me the temperature, the highs and the lows of the temperature, and like the weather conditions, like if it's raining or if it's cloudy or if it's sunny, all just on my wrist. Again, that determines on which watch face you put, if it's just directly there, but you can always just click the crown. That will take you to the home screen, I like to call it, where all of your apps are, and you can very easily find the weather app. So I just think that's another really great feature of the Apple Watch. Number 5. Unlike many people believe, Apple Watch actually does have a lot of apps. I have a lot of my favorite games on my Apple Watch, a lot of my favorite stores have apps for the Apple Watch, and I just think it's a really, really neat device. You can control your music that's playing through your iPhone, or you could even play it through the watch if you wanted to. You can control your music with this. You can view photos that are on your phone through this. You can even take photos. I mean, it doesn't have a camera on it, but like if, let's say you had your phone over there set up to take a photo of you or somebody else, you can like click the button to take the photo like a remote from this. All in all, I think the Apple Watch is a really good thing for students. I know a lot of times it just seems like adults have them, like people that are really in businesses, and I know a lot of the reviewers are just kind of old men people, but you know what? I'm a 15-year-old girl tech reviewer, so bam. In my opinion, I feel like the Apple Watch is not a necessity. Obviously, you don't have to have it, but if you want one and are thinking of getting one, you know, Christmas is coming up, guys. I would totally recommend the Apple Watch. I think it's amazing. I really like the capabilities of just being able to see everything that's going on this and everything that's going on my calendar, my mails, my text messages on this. And it's so easy, you know, in the hustle and bustle of a very busy, stressful school day, a lot of times we're missing notifications that might be important or might be urgent on your phone. So I really like being able to quickly respond and see my notifications right on my wrist. Again, I love the activity tracking, I love the different app capabilities, and I just think overall this is a really, really, really neat device. And I especially think that with some of the used prices you can get this, it is a steal. Again, with the brand new prices of these, they're like $300 something, and that's even just with like the basic sport band. I just feel like that's so ridiculous of a price, to be honest, in my opinion. Yeah, so like I said, all in all, I'm a big proponent of the Apple Watch for students. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, as well as comment down below if you enjoyed this video and if you got something from this video. Also, let me know if you guys would like to see a video of me just full-fledged giving you a tutorial on how to use your Apple Watch and how to set up your Apple Watch from start to finish. This video is mainly just a review and kind of how to use an Apple Watch as a student. So I really hope that that helped you guys out if you were thinking about getting an Apple Watch. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel down below, as well as click that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week with another video.
Like a gamble, I pay the price. Thought I could handle something else.